and make sure that in the 10th minute mark, nobody is under some pressure to make a huge play to make a game comeback.
Yeah, they need to survive 8 minutes. I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? Get past the 8-minute mark, turn it up then, right? That's the Nongshim that we want to see. In previous iterations of this squad, Nongshim, they've done a great job of the mid-game. This roster has not been able to achieve that same level of success.
Now we'll take a bit of a chunk here, but you can see the higher damage in towards the early game here. The mid-jungle synergy just pushing Dragon and also the side of Chaz back towards their own base. You can see the early game aggression of Haku already planning to invade this early camp, but the Smite War does go into the hands of Just G.
Yeah, this is what you want to do as Haku, right? I mean, Haku is the style where, again, he does a great job of farming, but now he's going to be focused here. No real play. He's going to be targeted, and he gives up first blood. Chammy one all the way from the Clash lane, comes down and says, I'll take that.
That was so well coordinated coming in by the side of Blacklist International. What exactly happened was Just G landing the spell 1 dog on towards Haku, and he said like, okay, I got him marked, Chammy, just jump on him with your S1 third cast flash on towards Haku. Haku doesn't have half a passing, he's just gonna be stuck there, and then the chain CC comes in and gets the first kill for the side of Blacklist, beautifully executed by the red side.
Absolutely perfect about Blacklist, right? And Haku was just like, okay, I'm trying to change things up. You told me to be aggressive. I wanted to be invading the enemy jungle, but little did he know that the rest of Blacklist International were going to heed the call and they were going to answer and just show up in an entire village there with pitchforks, and they took him down.
And it also explains some stuff, right? When you want to be aggressive on the mid-top side of the map, which is what we call half map, your Clash lane matchup needs to be winning for your team to come over. And check out the 1v1 between Ratel and Chammy1, both exchanging ultimates and just having a handshake here, with Dragon just coming to visit Chammy for a bit of a assistance.
Yeah, they're going to help just ensure that they secure that sprite there. I mean, Ratel was watching. He was trying to go for the steal. Was going to be very lucky if he did with that tri-slash. Not able to hit it, and he's going to be pushed back. And again, Chammy1, you do not want to let this guy get going, right? Once he's got that farm, this fatigue is going to be a problem.
Look at that lane dominance here coming in from Siri, just pushing Golden Kite all the way to the edge of his screen here, not allowing him to take farm without any worry. So in this early game, you can start seeing Illusions pathing on the Haya to play hyper-aggressive with that first level 4 ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, you have that potential gank, right? You always kind of want to go in with that. I mean, yeah, you probably might not win it, but you isolate it, right? If Golden Kite is kind of by himself or nearby with Chaz, maybe you take out Golden Kite and you're able to focus fire Chaz. Like, it opens up doors, but getting that gank, not the easiest. We're gonna have to see how this Haya actually plays in the end.
Ooh, Haya's ultimate forces up the flash coming in by the side of Dragon here. Illusion being chased off here, but I do think that there won't be a fight continuing here by both teams.
Yeah, both of them are going to back off. Chaz was a little bit on the lower end, but with Dragons like Wings of Judgment, a lot of zoning, that's going to be a tough one to kind of navigate through. Nongshim, again, still very early, but they're down about 700 gold. A little worrying, especially since you've got the Augury.
And Dragon might be the next big target for Illusion to capture him into the Moonscape Mirage, because if the ultimate breaks, the chain breaks between the Haya and the enemy, you get like a 75 to 85% cooldown refund, but the enemy committed that 2-minute flash. So for Illusion, the next big play will be this Tyrant River area. The bushes will be extremely difficult for Blacklist to enter.
Yeah, my concern, though, is that Illusion, he just hit level 5. He was actually 2 levels behind Dragon at this point, who's been able to outscale. His wave clear has been unreal, but Illusion is trying to, like, rotate around. I mean, he's the secondary support, so he's looking for the play more than anything else, and not just trying to go in, but the Hound forward, Jussie going aggressive, he's going to be miraged, and we're going to see exactly how that one plays out. But the rest of them are sticking around, because who's going to pop out? Haku is there at half-life. He's a juicy target as well, and now they come. Jussie's a little bit on the lower end. The Conductor of Souls is not going to be enough. Path of Passing's over the wall. He will be fine, but Blacklist International are going to be fine with that, and they back off.
Blinking health bars coming in from both ends here, with the side of Nongshim RedForce having superior health bars to tackle this upcoming objective. But seems like both sides want to prioritize the jungle resource first, with Haku prioritizing his own Azure Golem, which allows Blacklist International to take this with no contention.
Yeah, no contention there. I mean, they were nearby, but Namu and Siri, not real good chances of targeting that away. I mean, Haku wasn't really even there, but now it looks like Justy and Dragon have just quickly turned. And like Haku was looking for the steal, and he might smite this, but he's not going to take it away. Justy takes that one for good measure.
Very good secure coming in by side of Blacklist International, getting that Tyrant towards the bottom side and immediately rotating themselves towards the Crimson Golem, because they know for a fact that Haku has the priority on the clear on his Azure, which gives him direct access towards the jungle. So you gotta move fast. If you're slow for even 1 or 2 seconds, that Azure Golem could be going into the hands of the enemy team.
Yeah, and I mean, a little micro mistake, in my opinion, by Rattel. He teleported to the bottom T2 instead of the bottom T1 because he knew that Golden Kite was there with that Imperial Order to kind of get that stun. But I think that you need to be a little bit aggressive. He took way too much structural damage on that one, and now it's turning into a bottom T2. Things are not looking good for Nongshim here.
It is all looking good, and we do see the Moonskate Mirage capturing Just G for a 1v1 battle in towards that Mirage. It's not looking good for this Haya at all, as we see a solo kill being committed already.
I mean, you're going to take the god, the heaven and earth mode, Justy. He's going to be in that one, taking that one down. He's taking Illusion. He's taking Haku. He's taking everything at this stage. Blacklist International are saying, hey, you want to take me away? What are you going to do? I'm going to take away everything as well as your T1.
Red team has destroyed
Wow,
the tower.
throughout that last 2 minutes of exchange, so what exactly happened? We do see another engage though by side of Just G.
Yeah, he's going to be aggressive, and that's what you want to do. You zone them away. Right? The amount of sustain that they have is just kind of unreal at this point. And Nongshim, they're reeling. This is, again, a very defensive, reactive game. They're 2K behind. This is not looking good for Nongshim.
Now, back to what we talk about, the last 2 minutes, what exactly happened. The first teleport mistake coming in by Rattel caused the first tier 3 to be down. I mean, tier 1 tower, right? The outer one. And then that escalated into another tier 2 tower. That went down. And then Illusion grabbed Just G in towards the 1v1 zone. Gets taken down. Mid tower goes down. That's like what? 3 towers plus 1 kill given over to the side of Blacklist in the span of 2 minutes. That's absurd.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Illusion is playing like the Hayas on my squad, where he like will throw people into the Mirage and then he just dies. But not a good one on this one. The Crimson Golem gonna be contested here, but Blacklist International have made them pay, right? They've made them panic, and they've kind of, you know, forced the issue, and Nongshim have been making some mistakes here.
They're just playing towards Blacklist tempo right now. Everywhere that Blacklist goes, they can manage to get some form of resource. Bottom was tier 2, mid lane was tier 2, and right now, check out the Overlord that's pummeling towards the top side. That tower is going to go down in just a short moment.
Yeah, it's looking to just easily be taken down. Plus you have Golden Kite, right? With the D-Wrench A, that every third shot on that card is going to do some more whittling that down even further. So this is a tough one for Nongshim because they don't really have the right flank. And now with that Heaven and Earth mode, I don't know how you can really fight. Haku is not even close to being able to, in fighting form, to deal with this. And if anything, they're not able to take him down. Illusion just barely survived.
That's the direct counter between the Majestic Guardian, a long-range mage, into the Illusion Haya. We talk about like, what's the potential Haya counters? There's 2 on the enemy team of Blacklist International. Number 1, Golden Kite's DRJ, the spell to legal immunity, cleanses the pull of the ultimate coming in from Illusion's Haya. Number 2, Dragon. You don't have to wait for the enemy Illusion to pull the enemy into the 1v1 zone. You just gotta poke out Illusion first and make sure that he's not healthy for that 1v1.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, then he's going to be really kind of hesitant to even use it, and then you're like, okay, then it completely takes away from this lineup, right? This draft revolves around isolating somebody, but if you're looking at targets, almost everyone can fight. Just G, Chamey 1, not great targets. Golden Cut can fight on his own. Illusion right now, he's a secondary support, so he doesn't really have the items to kind of fight with them. Who do you really pick at the end of the day?
Maybe potentially Chaz. Or Dragon if you can find him if he face checks, but that's really difficult. So for the side of Nongshim RedForce, Illusion's ultimate hasn't been buying them a lot of space at all. Rather, it's been giving a lot of times to Just G to solo kill him, isolating that 1v1.
Yeah. Now with the Heaven and Earth mode, Just G doing a little bit of work onto Haku. He's got to show a little bit of respect. He's going to be backing off, but again, just pushing them back. The zoning is real by Blacklist.
They're not calming down at all. With every single marker they're playing right now, they're just going aggressive. Illusion has already captured for that 1v1 as a fight is about to break over.
Yeah, Haku with that tether, I mean, he just go in, but Illusion just get bursted down. He's down for 30, opening up the bottom T3. Blacklist International doing everything right. They don't really have any sort of way to deal with this death ball that is Blacklist.
I'm a bit sad for Illusion, actually. Every single 1v1 that he's committed against the Blacklist members, he's not having it good. He lost to Just G, he's lost to Chami1, and right now, he's losing out his entire base.
Yeah. It's almost like Blacklist are like, okay, thank you. I will just isolate you now, Illusion. What are you gonna do, right? It's almost like he's playing for the wrong side. He's helping them out by putting them in a bad spot and just sacrificing his own life now.
I mean, in terms of the idea, it's that's almost a steal. Okay, in terms of the idea, it looks great. It's like, oh, Haya does pretty good into the Yangjin. Haya does pretty good into some of these heroes on towards the enemy team. But due to how low the farm is on towards Illusion, he's playing more like a Ladies and utility mage style, not getting a lot of resource. Once you lock the enemy in, you kind of just isolate yourself into a 1v1 with no teammates helping. Look at him, 4.4k, lower than his team Sunbin.
Yeah, and also level. He's the lowest in this game right now. He's level 10, right? Everybody else is at least a level 11 and higher. He has not had a good game. And I mean, it's almost self-inflicted because he keeps miraging the wrong people and he keeps getting killed in them. So it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, Illusion, maybe you should stop doing that. Maybe you just kind of like farm a little bit, catch back up. Again, use your wave clear to kind of extend the game. But right now, Mirage is not the answer.
I think it's more of like a different game plan, right? Where we need to see Illusion get like 3 or 4 items due to the early game lead that he has committed for himself. But due to the fact that Chami1 roamed towards the mid lane, got the first split for the side of Blacklist National, which caused into such a dire situation right now for Nongshim to be in. 6,000 gold deficit against their opponents, and right now they have once again committed that Mirage against Just G.
Yeah, he's going to be going into this one. It looks like Jushi's doing a little bit of work, just chasing after him. Illusion's just trying to stay alive, but now they have a 4-on-4, now making a 5-on-5. Illusion just barely surviving on this one, but they've taken all the towers, which is pretty much what you want. Jushi with that tri-slash doing a little bit of work, but Nongshim does not want to let them go for free. Tries to go, the Wings of Judgment is on. They find Jushi, that's the nice little pickup. Haku trying to find the right target on the Chaz. Can't actually go in for this one. Siri's going to be killed on this one. Most of that damage, they find Namu as well, but Haku is still somehow alive. No, he gets bursted, and Blacklist International with Dragon and Chami1, they find the picks, they find the plays, but more importantly, they want the crystal as they're looking to end this game. Illusion is there, but all he is a range creep. He goes down as well, and Blacklist International take game number 2.
It was looking so good for the side of Nongshim RedForce, but because of the fact that they lost the early to mid game so hard, the good fight that they had proposed at the very end of the game came back hunting them, because the gold lead, the equipment, the level lead being generated by Blacklist is just too darn far ahead. Hence, the good fight that they imagined went so south for them.
Yeah, went south very quickly, right? This is a tough one. I mean, for Nongshim, you were thinking in like isolation, like a Haya kind of works, it has that play, but in the end, and I know that you're still thinking about like, oh my god, that game, like how do we do better, right, as Nongshim? Like I'm not sure what you can do, because Blacklist International had all of the answers on that one.
I think it comes down to the same thing that we keep talking about, right? Like executing your game plan. Like we don't talk about the Haya mistakes that happen on like pulling in like insufficient 1v1s. We think about what caused that situation to actually happen. Number one, you picked the Haya, you did amazingly well in the first quarters of the trade in that 3v3 in the mid lane, but the problem is you didn't recognize the fact that Chami had the superior push over Ratel in the clash lane, which put you into a 4v3 and your Augur started spell 2, and you're like, oh, Chami is here, and Augur started spell 2. He doesn't have a flash, he's a jungler, so he gets jumped on, he gets stunned, he gets immediately taken down.
Yeah, immediately, right? I think that they had the edge throughout. All the lanes were kind of in favor of Blacklist. They had all of those pieces as well. I mean, the way that they played that one out, and again, it comes back to Haya, first pick. Almost all of the picks after by Blacklist, great counter, a great synergy. And they had a lot of, just being able to handle whatever they were throwing at them, even with the Haku Ogren.